Right now. 180. I'm coming after you. 93.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 91. Choose the mic. Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch the screen. White Monday down. Watch the whip. Express.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Carr looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr completes it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 7-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A quick pass out to Aguilar. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Twist on travel. Snap.
2nd and 3. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7. 10.
Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Hey, let's get there. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Let's go. Hey, Zoo. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Well, Jumbo. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 1, later 1. Check, check.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one.
Down. 30 base.
Push him back.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This will be caught inside the 10. Called on a very strong gain of 24.
To number 14. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Good yardage on first. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's their quarterback taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw, it's Carr toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They run it here with Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Hill. He will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, a fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Quick throw here to Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Go. 60 on.
You better bring. I'm letting you know.
Speed Griffin.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
We're good. 93.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now Carr. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Let's go, fellas.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Carr hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
You're mine.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Protein spill.
They'll throw now on the final play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?